Previously on Chosen Ones, the group meets up for breakfast, the 3 recently unmerged members of the 9 joining them. Shui approaches in hopes of learning more about what happened to them, Plum attempting to recount the events before their disappearances. He says that Shui's parents left due to having a baby and that 9 had called for a meeting at the capital to warn them about something, but he didn't remember the meeting happening. The missing members of the 9 are revealed to be King Larkspur, who was 1, and Avayath's mentor Malik, who was 7. After Brandy pesters Luca about his relationship with Malik, the half-elf quickly establishes that he, Plum, and Sapphire are in a relationship instead, and that he could barely stand Malik. Luca also tells them more about Ambrose, learning that he was considered a prophet of Lemony before he fell. With this newly gathered information, Brandy decides to scry on 9, finding the Sword Singer alive but unconscious in an underwater cave. With the next best lead to finding 9 being Titus, he casts Sending to his fellow warlock. Titus tells him that he isn't able to disclose information about the caves with those outside of the Kingdom of Looking Glass, accidentally giving himself away when Brandy asks if the Triton is royalty. Hearing that Titus was only called back home because of his newly upgraded spark, Brandy says that the group will come and get him soon. But for now, their next mission is saving none other than Avayath's recently rediscovered god, Klaytor.
Hold me close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go. On we'll go.
So Theo, you went off on your own a little bit after breakfast to go try and find Merlin. It does take you a bit, I would say, to find her, because she's not in a spot that's a place that you would have visited probably ever. You eventually find her just searching everywhere. You ask a couple people around, and the chef Oscar points you towards the watchtower that's kind of on top of the walls. And Avayath actually has been here before. It was where Estelle and Arthur had talked back in season 1. But she seems to be up there sitting with the masseuse that she brought along with her. It does have like a little bit of a shelter kind of inside of it, and it seems like they've kind of like set that up to be staying there almost. But they seem to be up there chatting with each other that you find them.
I guess he's gonna call up there and wave and just be like, excuse me, Merlin?
They were looking out over the walls, and it seems like Valora notices you first and kind of moves Merlin's shoulder a bit to like point down to you. And Merlin looks over and is like, "Oh, looking for me?"
Yeah. I was wondering if you had the time to chat a little.
As long as it's not about my grandson.
No.
Okay. And you see her kind of start to go down the ladder, gives Valoran a kiss on the forehead before she goes down. What's the matter?
Well, I guess my question is, well, you remember being the chosen one and everything now, right?
Yes, I do. Don't tell Arthur, and she winks.
I understand. Do you remember when you didn't remember and weren't yourself and...
In the lab, you mean?
Yeah.
I remember bits and pieces of it. Sorry I scared you.
No, it's okay. I mean, you didn't mean to. I just, do you remember anything that I talked about at all? It's okay if you don't.
No, of course not. Don't remember a thing.
Okay. Alright. Well, I mean, you might not remember and all, but I just feel like I should thank you in a way. Because, I mean...
Well, you were talking to someone who you didn't think could hear you, so I'm sure it would be very awkward if I did remember.
Not awkward, I was trying to keep you company, but also it delved into a lot of my worries and stuff. So I was trying to do a good thing, but it just ended up being selfish in the end. Ha.
It wasn't selfish. If I did remember, of course.
Theo's gonna insight. He has a plus 14 to insight, so...
Damn.
And he rolled a 2. 16.
A 16? Let me see what Merlin's deception is. Actually, not that good. It's not a proficiency. She got a 21, though, of course.
Oh my god. Theo, like, starts for a minute, he kind of, like, squints for a second because through the conversation, he's kind of, like, he's kind of using his hands to anxiously speak, and he just kind of stops for a second and squints at her. And he's like, no, you're telling me the truth, it's fine.
You wouldn't lie. And not like you haven't been lying about your memory loss this whole time.
You know, Theo is pretty good at sensing people lying about their memory loss, but it's fine. He continues to talk, and is like, well, I just wanted to thank you, and I'm sorry that I couldn't immediately, like, I don't know, get you out of there and stuff. I didn't know what would happen, and I didn't know how it would work either, so...
If it makes you feel better, I'm pretty sure I would have attacked you.
Okay. It does make me, complicated feelings.
When you're like that, it's hard to explain.
Okay.
It's very painful, and it almost feels like you'll do anything to make it stop. But you really don't know what is happening.
Well, I am sorry about that. But yeah, since you couldn't hear me, I'll just say it again. I don't know your feelings about being a chosen one, because it is different for everyone, quite clearly. But it felt good to see you be the chosen one and be so revered and everything.
A little too revered, if you ask me.
Well, that's good to hear.
Chosen ones are just people. Could have been anyone. I honestly think we put them too high up.
Theo is extremely, like, appreciating this. He's nodding along with, like, this is good to hear.
I'm sure you've heard stories about me.
Yes.
They tend to only tell the good ones, don't they?
A lot of them from Avayath. He really missed you when you were gone.
Well, he was a good kid, and he's grown up quite a lot since then. He's a little too hard on himself, I think.
Yeah, I think so too. Maybe you could tell him that.
Kind of just been keeping to myself. I was in that lab for a long time. Very long time. And I don't remember all of it, but I do definitely feel the length.
Yeah, it's you kind of lose track of time in there once you've been in there long enough, but I can't imagine however long you could have been there.
May lose track of time, but you feel every second of it.
Yeah. Theo just has, like, a very pained look on his face. Like, yeah, I definitely understand.
Well, if I did remember anything that you told me, I wouldn't tell anyone anyways.
Thanks. He squints again. May I do another? May I?
Go for it.
20. Ooh, please.
She'd have to get pretty high. So she did get one below you. She got a 19.
Okay. So for a second, he's like, nah. And then he's like, wait, this feels familiar. It is okay if you heard some things, I said them knowing that someone was there.
Felt a little bit more like you were talking because you needed to sometimes. Not maybe because you wanted me to hear.
Yeah. It was just hard, but, yeah, I hope it at least made you feel a little better. I don't know.
It was nice to have someone who was talking to me. I think Arthur may have forgotten I was still a person, honestly.
He gives a grimace. I think, we're trying to teach him how to get out of that right now. Anyway, long story short, thank you for being there. And, yeah, you don't have to say yes, and I can just tell them that I couldn't find you, but there's a thing happening tonight with, the Abergrim, and,
Will Arthur be there?
I don't know. We didn't talk about inviting him.
Then don't.
Alright, I mean, I just wanted to ask if you would want to be there just in case. But again...
I figured that's what you were getting at, and if you want me to be there, I won't if he shows up.
Okay,
We need some space right now. To him, I'm sure it feels like we haven't been around each other, because he never tried to talk to me. But I was around him quite a lot, and I just would like to not be for a while.
Yeah, I don't blame you at all. I get it. But yeah, I just wanted to make sure that you knew that, you didn't have to show up even if he's not there, because, like I said earlier, feelings about being a chosen one can be complicated, and I wouldn't want any actual pressure on that front of like, oh, you feel like you have to be there because you're the chosen one, but...
Not anymore.
Theo's smile fades, and he's like, just that you don't feel any more pressure?
I'm not a chosen one anymore.
Theo bites his lips so hard. He's like, oh, okay, good to know. You don't happen to have any knowledge of who is now?
I don't know. As far as I can tell, once I was outside of the lab, the timer started again. But also I was in a state where I was stuck for quite a long time. So the rest of my time, where I was the chosen one, was spent in a tube.
Right.
And it seems time's caught back up.
I see. Well, if you, as Merlin, because I still believe in you as a person, would like to show up, then you can, but feel free not to. It will be, the Abergrim, and hopefully Peter, maybe Estel.
More chaos, I see.
Yeah, so don't know what's gonna happen. He'll give directions to Merlin for that. But yeah, thanks for being so inspirational. As a fellow trans person, it was really important to me. Yeah, bye-bye. He's gonna scurry away now.
She'll
I love Theo.
briefly call after you. Thanks for taking care of my grandson. I know he's a handful.
Brandy's doing that more than I am, but noted.
She just laughs and starts to climb back up the tower.
Theo's gonna frantically message Brandy in his mind and be like, so Merlin's not the chosen one anymore, and I don't know who the next chosen one is, and I'm just really concerned about that, but Merlin says she is going to come, with the Abergrim meeting, as long as Arthur's not there.
Okay. Take a deep breath for me, darling. It's okay. There you go.
You get that in your brain.
Yeah.
And now Brady's like, now do it out loud. No.
It's alright. I'm gonna need you to stay calm because we will, we got some stuff to discuss. It's gonna be okay. We'll worry about that when we have to. It's alright right now.
Okay. Oh my god.
Me, Shui, and Avayath, we're gonna go talk to Estel about the whole little meetup thing. And then probably, I think, go fix, Klaytor.
Right, God, it sounds good. And Theo will walk there. He's so tempted to just pop there, but he's like, what if I need it later? And it's not like an emergency right now. It's not an emergency right now, but I need to see him.
So what do you think, boys? What do you think? So, we don't want chosen in our names, do we? That seems like really like self-congratulating, right? Like, what are we thinking? What sums up the four of us really well? The boys. What about the boys? How do we feel about that?
The Sparkle Boys.
No, that sounds a little too fruity. He doesn't say that.
I don't know, sounds a little gay, Brandy.
I want something big, something flashy.
The big boys. No. Just kidding. No.
On average, we are rather tall, but...
Oh, yeah.
On average.
Yeah.
I guess if you average it.
Yeah.
On
Something said on
average.
average.
On average, we're like 6 foot, probably, between the four of us. Yeah. I don't know.
I think I said the fateful as a suggestion.
The
but I don't-
fateful. What about the fateful? I don't know. It just kind of came out of nowhere for me. No.
You just said that because Theo likes fate.
No.
Brandy, did you just say that because Theo likes fate?
No. What? No. What?
I feel
Why
like
would
you did.
No. What are you talking about?
It's just a gut feeling. I don't know.
What are you? Shut up. What are
Theo
you?
does like fate.
Hey, what are you? Yeah.
Brandy's
I
like,
guess.
how about we call ourselves the faithful in the 2/3 wheels?
I just thought it was a good. I don't know. Shut up. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, it's all right, Randy.
Mm-hmm. Fucking asshole.
The last hope.
Last hope? No, that's so tragic. No.
Well, when we think about the 9, according to Luca, 9 named it 9 because they had always intended to gather all of the swords together, right? What do we want to do?
Save the world.
Well, we are rebelling against King Larkspur, but I don't want to call us the rebellion yet because
That's pretty cool.
That sounds
The
pretty
rebellion.
cool.
That's kind of cool.
it's just like it might be a bad image at this point because we don't have proof of what's happening. So
That's fair. We're a bunch of like heroes, though. We should have someone like heroes. Some heroes.
How about the Justice League? No.
The Justice League? I like that one, Shui. How about the Avengers? Anyway, we all meet up.
We'll come back to this, I guess.
We'll come back to
We'll
this.
come back to
yeah.
this eventually.
It'll be like the last session, and then someone will be like, I finally know what we're called.
Literally.
That's gonna be the last thing that someone says, and then the campaign's gonna be over.
You gotta find out in campaign 2 what they were called.
Yep.
Anyway, Theo is here now.
He looks a little freaked out, and he immediately latches himself to Brandy.
Well, hold on to Theo.
He hasn't learned his good meditation yet.
It's okay.
Couldn't be me. Like, I mean, I feel like I would know, you know?
Well, Theo, looks like you saw the inner machinations of the universe or something. Like, why do you... Stop, no. Okay, he does not say
how do you know that word?
Also, Theo's trying to reassure himself while Wynn was a chosen one for several years and no one knew it. So,
Yeah.
Well, that's not what he's thinking right now. He's like, I feel like I would know if I was the chosen one.
Yeah.
Wynn had an ability that was easy to overlook because people thought he was just incapable of using magic. They thought he was like a
Right.
dud. So,
Yeah.
Brandy will just comfort Theo. Just be like, it's all right.
It wouldn't be me, right? I mean, between the time that she...
It's okay. Don't overthink it right now. Just focus on what we gotta do right now.
Right.
Let's go talk to Estel.
So you go to the library. Arm doesn't seem to be out and about, but going up to Estel's office, you can just hear kind of like very quietly on the other side him just going like, it's okay. Don't look so blue. Oh, do you want me to tell them to go away? No, it's fine. You can let them in. And you kind of hear scurrying on the other side as the door opens up, and you can see Estel is like almost like elbows on her desk, like head leaning forward. And when opens the door, he quickly scurries back up, and you see him like hop up onto the desk and go back to like patting her shoulder and being like, "It's okay."
Howdy there, Estel.
Hello. What is it that you need?
You okay there? That's a stupid question, clearly you're not.
Trying to process. You can see, like, same as the day before, like her hands are just like slightly shaking.
We got good news and bad news. What do you want first?
Whatever you would like to tell me.
We'll start with the bad news. Well, it may not be bad news. Abigrim's coming to visit tonight at midnight
Okay.
at the wall.
Gotcha.
Good news. Peter's gonna be there too.
He's okay?
He's okay. Peter's alive. I just had a conversation with him today.
That's good to hear.
Yeah. He should be okay. And if all things go well, Peter should be there at the wall tonight as well. So.
They're not merged anymore then. They unmerged.
They unmerged. They're split up.
That's really good to hear.
Yeah. We just wanted to let you know, because we all have plans on meeting him. So.
You'll be coming with us tonight, right?
Right. Of course, right.
You don't have to if you don't want to. I don't blame you. You're going through a lot right now.
I've never met Peter when he hasn't been merged before.
See.
So I don't know how he's going to react to seeing me.
I'm sure he's gonna be very happy to see you.
I hope so.
I'm positive he will.
He's still Peter, after all. He still cares about you.
Yeah.
Like I said before, it's hard to tell who one stops and the other starts sometimes.
Well, we'll be right there beside you. Don't feel like you have to shoulder all of this burden on your own.
And I asked for Merlin to show up, and she might, as long as Arthur's not there.
Oh, I haven't even seen her since she came back.
She kind of wanted to keep it that way.
Gotcha.
Theo really quick sends a message to Brandy and said, "Should I add to the news to be like there's the new chosen one?"
Brandy's like, maybe we keep that to ourselves right now.
Okay, but not for too long.
Yeah, not for too long, but like maybe we keep that between the two of us right now.
At least until some of these other stressors are done.
We'll give it a day, a little bit longer. Let some more good things happen first before we drop that bomb.
Yeah, like Klaytor getting healed.
Yeah, which will definitely happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
As Theo and Brandy just kind of look at each other nervously.
I think that was it for the most part. Just want to let you know, keep you in the loop.
Okay. Gotcha.
Try and feel better, and if, need anybody to talk to, 4 of us, I'm sure, are more than happy to give you a hand.
Brandy.
Oh, no. No, I'm just kidding. He doesn't say that out loud. That's me. Yeah, hey, Lux.
Like I said, memories... I've unfortunately gone through this before. Memories start to come back eventually. She said you were a perfect merge.
Yeah, she did. I have not unmerged. This is permanent.
She's dead and we still can't escape her, it seems.
It's fitting for me. He, gives a very dry smile.
Well, at least she didn't drag your name through the mud.
Oh, I did that plenty myself.
Then we can have matching reputations.
We'll work on building those back up then, how about?
Sounds good. Don't start any cults. You see her pull out a flask.
I'll do my damnedest, but I've been real tempted lately. I don't know, that Cletus fellow that Avayath keeps talking about, I'm just like real into him.
Brandy.
Sorry, Clayton.
Oh, and she seems to be thinking to herself as she's like opening the flask, and you see her like literally reach down and like tear off the eye that's on her outfit and like puts it on the desk and like snaps her fingers and it lights up, and she's like, don't need that reminder anymore.
That's fair. Tear your dress?
It's a piece of it.
Oh, okay.
So she tears the front part off. She's wearing like shorts and stuff underneath, so it's not like she's like naked.
Okay.
Good for you, Mintra Estel. Looks like you can finally move on, right?
It was a reminder I carried around for a long time.
That's fair. I completely understand that.
See you at the wall at midnight.
Yep. See you then. Well, boys, we got something to do.
Yep.
Oh shit, I totally forgot that was the thing I wanted to do. We don't gotta do that right now. I might die. That would kind of damper the mood. I'm gonna attune to Alia's sword.
You do know there are risks with that, right?
Yeah, but when I talked to her, she made it out to seem that I'm, 1, perfect merge, 2, stronger than she was, the being that's merged with me. So
you might be able to use it.
And with recent information that has come out about me, I used to have an elven sword. Don't get me started on how that works. I don't know.
Well, if you think it's odd that you were given an elven sword, you probably should ask the person who gave you one.
Well, I'm probably gonna get the chance to tonight then. Anyway, don't worry about that. I'm just gonna go do that. I'll probably be fine. Probably.
Sure hope so.
I got 2 fail-safes. I got me, and I got this guy. And he pats Avayath on the back.
Oh, right, you're glowing now. We need to figure that out at some point. Oh, gosh.
I get the feeling we'll figure that out tonight.
Yeah, I was gonna suggest that we talk to the Abergrim about, helping you out a little bit.
Right. I'm gonna take a nap. I don't even have to sleep, and I'm gonna take a nap. Estel turns away, like...
That's fair. It would take an hour to fucking attune to the sword.
It would.
Do we want to wait an hour?
Depends on what time it is.
What time is it?
I would say at this point, you've done breakfast, you've done talks with people. It's probably like afternoon.
We can wait an hour. Yeah.
You can attune while you're having lunch.
Yeah, we want to go to lunch, and then I'll start my business, and then we'll help our good friend.
Sure. I'd love some lunch.
I assume they did not just leave that sword out in the open down below.
No.
So Estel probably has it, like sheathed and like not touching it, basically like holding it with like cloth as she pulls it out.
Yeah, I'll just go grab that, and then we'll go. And then Brandy does not move, as he just stares at the sword.
Yeah, I'll just grab that.
I'll just gonna grab it.
Brandy, you're not moving.
Right, yeah. Oh, no, I was just,
I was just gonna grab it. So.
Suddenly, Brandy's hand is squeezed very tightly.
Yeah. Yeah, right. He'll use Mage Hand to grab the sword. I always forget that Brandy has Mage Hand. He's never fucking used it. He will use Mage Hand to grab the sword.
You do so.
Estel just grabbed it with cloth, so he's like, Alright, let's go.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thanks.
Where are you attuning to it?
Shui's Pond.
Sure.
Okay. So you all get lunch, a little picnic at Shui's Pond, and you sit down, and do you grab it to start to attune?
Yeah, sure.
I need you to roll a con save for me.
Hold on. Maybe I should cast Death Ward just in case.
Okay, that's a good idea. I didn't know you had that spell. That'd be great.
Alright, here we go. He casts Death Ward. If Brandy would drop to 0 hit points, he'll have 1 hit point instead.
All right, roll a con save, Brandy.
14.
You take 1 level of exhaustion. If you ever unattune to it, this would basically be something you'd have to do again. But you do manage to attune to it. You just take a level of exhaustion from trying to hold on to it, basically.
Gotcha. So yeah, as Brandy stands there and holds the sword, looks fucking exhausted. Ugh.
Are you okay? Is it hurting you?
Huh?
No, it's not hurting. Not at all. Just made me a little tired is all.
But nothing bad at all?
No, I feel fine for the most part.
Well, try drawing the blade then. To see if it worked.
Here we go. Shink. Pull sword out.
You pull it out. And as you do so, you see for a moment, it seems like as you pull it out, it morphs into half your rusted, broken blade before morphing back into Alia's sword. It seems they've already combined.
Ooh.
What was that?
Seems like the two of them merged together.
Well, hey, that's good news. Glad you didn't,
Die? Me too. Yeah, that's real good news.
Good job, Brandy.
Thanks.
Looks like you can draw yours much easier than I could at first.
I mean, you had a lot more going against you. I think with this, once we head to the capital, I can probably just merge my sword back together then.
Can you hear any voices?
I don't know.
Try talking to your sword. Maybe it has a voice.
Hello?
Hello.
that scared me.
Me too.
You do actually hear back.
Looks like a new participant has stepped up.
Oh.
Anything?
Yeah, there's something.
Can't wait to watch what you do.
Audience, I assume?
No response back.
I'll take that as a yes. Pleasure to meet you.
Oh boy.
It'll be fine.
Yeah. No, yeah. It's fine.
Do you want to read out what your weapon does, or?
Sure. This weapon is called the Thief's Blade. Technically a rapier, but it's merged with my blade now, so it's not. This blade allows you to merge up to 4 weapons together.
That's technically 5, because it's including the Thief's Blade.
You can merge up to 5 weapons together. You may choose to switch which weapon is the main weapon as a bonus action. But if I critically miss with this weapon, I gotta make a con save, which is very high. If I fail, I suffer a level of exhaustion.
Oh, there was another thing here. It was all two-handed weapons only require one hand with this weapon, and you are automatically proficient with any weapon merged with it.
That's great. Oh, I can wield my fucking greatsword with one hand. Fuck yeah! Yeah, Brandy will, summon his sword to his side, the, broken greatsword, lift it in his hand, and just be like, feels a little lighter than before, to be honest. Something different about this.
That's impressive. You can swing it around that easily.
Yeah, we'll see if I can swing it around this easy when I merge it with the other half, but yeah, it feels light as a feather almost. Interesting.
Already so impressive.
The idea being that you could also, dual wield with it, or you could have a shield.
That'd be great. I'd love to have a shield. That'd be so nice. It'd be so nice to have a shield and have a good AC. Me, a paladin.
Well, you're going to places that should have shopping. I'll just let you know. So.
Oh, I have a shield. I do technically have a shield. I just haven't fucking used it.
Because your greatsword or your weapon usually has 2 hands.
Well, if I choose to wield it in 2 hands, yeah. Anyway.
With that said, how about we fix something? How about we, fix one of our big looming problems right now?
I'd love to do that.
Ready, Yaya?
Avayath whispers, the big C.
The big C.
I feel like he would do that. The big C. And there's a big, wink.
He spells it out in the air. And he's like, not like the ocean, like the letter.
You can say Chimney's name while we're here, Avayath.
Chimney!
Nobody else is around.
Yes, my god Chimney. Him, Chimney the god. Let's help him.
You're really being such a good sport about this, Avayath.
I love it when people make fun of my god.
Inside.
Inside chat, no.
Theo gives a grimace in response because he's laughed along with Brandy because he likes Brandy.
Alright, I'm sorry, Avayath. I'll stop making fun of your god.
Apology accepted.
I didn't apologize. I just said I stopped doing it.
He just seems weirdly cheery all of a sudden.
It's the nerves. He's trying to disguise the nerves. I love everything, and I love the thing that we're about to do, and it's going to go great, and I can't wait.
I'll stop. I'll stop poking fun. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Brandy. I've always been told that I take my religion too seriously, but it's very important.
You do.
If we're ready, I can take us.
Yeah, let's go. Let's not have this conversation. Go.
So you have to do your teleportation spell.
Wait, just a quick question. How many 7th level spells do you have, Zen?
Yeah, I have one 7th level spell and one 8th level spell.
Okay, cool. Then we're fine. Because I was going to be like, if we teleport there and then we can't teleport back and the EpiAureum shows up at midnight, he's going to be pissed.
My son told me.
That'd be so funny.
Well, Libris is there. I'm sure she could take us back.
Libris is there.
Yeah, oh, that's fair. But yeah, but Shui doesn't want to talk to Libris, so you know.
It would have forced him to talk to her.
But that doesn't mean you can't.
I mean, yeah, but if we were like, yeah, now Shui's gonna, or Libris gonna take us back, Shui'd be like, I'll walk back, I'll wait. I'll wait to teleport back. I can do it tomorrow.
It's in character for him to refuse Libris's teleportation, since you did that season 2.
Yeah.
Alrighty, go do your teleportation. You have to roll things.
He is not very familiar with the destination, but he is, or he has, I guess, he falls into the studied carefully since he was there for like a week or whatever.
Wouldn't that be very familiar then? What does very familiar mean?
Well, very familiar is like if you feel at home there.
Shui feels at home anywhere his friends are.
Yeah, so one of you just have to go there first, and then he'll feel at home because you're there. And
Yeah, let me just go there real quick.
So I have to roll between a 1 and a 94 to be on target, 95, 97 to be off target, 98, 99 similar area, 100 is just, I fuck up completely.
I can't wait for 100. We're into the moon we go! No, I'm just kidding.
Alright, so let's go ahead and roll.
Do we all hold hands?
Yeah, we all hold hands.
Gay shit.
Theo holds Shui's hand, and Brandy.
Aww. I rolled 17, so I am on target. I appear where I want to be.
Yay!
Awesome. So yeah, where did you want to appear?
I want to appear at the, I guess where they first kind of went in.
The cave entrance?
Yeah.
Okay, roll a perception check.
All of us?
Sure. Well, actually, what's your passive perception? So we'll do that.
Well, Theo probably sees it.
Yeah, Theo probably sees it.
It's 20 is his passive perception.
12.
16.
Also 16.
Damn, Brandy, you blind bastard.
I think Brandy's the only one who wouldn't notice it then. It's kind of far off. When you teleport in, you can see just because it stands out to you, first of all, even though it's really small in the distance, like near where you kind of enter to get into the hot springs, you see a big shoe.
Oh, hey here. Theo looks over and is like, oh, looks like other people we know are visiting as well.
We need to go now.
Why?
We need to go now.
Oh, it's just Mr. Vera's shoe.
We need to go now.
All right.
Brandy starts fucking rushing inside.
Okay.
There are boats that you gotta get in.
Hops in a boat.
Row your boat.
Didn't understand your mail, Mary.
Row your boat.
Let's row quickly.
We might be in trouble. Let's go.
Okay.
Wait, shouldn't we let Miffy know we're here?
After. We don't want to bring Miffy here.
We're rowing the boat.
We're rowing the fucking boat. Let's go.
And row the boat quickly down the stream.
I will say, roll a history check because you don't have Miffy to guide you.
Oh, goddamn you. Do I have advantage because I have my friends and we're all looking and remembering?
I will give you advantage.
Yeah.
Are we all in one boat?
Cram together.
Jesus, good job, Brandy. Fucking 24.
Damn. Yeah, okay. So you managed to take, because the whole point of Miffy needed to be there for him to help you find it, but you managed to remember, based on the way that he took you last time you were here, how to get to the cave that Klaytor had been in the crystals. And you kind of dock quickly along a little shore bed that's nearby, and you can see kind of a little bit farther off, like the crystal sparkling from where he was, I guess hibernating is the best way to put it.
Let's go.
All right, you can do it, Yaya.
All right.
Brandy will summon a sword to his side.
Can I do an investigation just to make sure nobody's around?
Sure. Yeah.
Like just general.
It's fucking
Okay.
same.
Okay,
I
yeah.
want to give this whole place a look over.
I'll give Vayath his space, the space he needs. I'm just gonna be on guard, kinda.
Yeah.
Just in case. And so I'm gonna roll investigation, which is a 18 plus 1, so 19.
You don't notice anyone else. I mean, you see tracks from like where Miffy would have walked to and from a lot, but they seem to all match their shoe size and all that, so it doesn't seem like there's more than one person.
I want to cast Detect Magic just in the area.
Okay.
So anywhere within 30 feet of me, I sense magic. I can like see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the air that bears magic and learn at school, if any.
Just the crystals, I would say. And there's like transmutation.
Good to know.
But you approach, and as you do so, you can kind of see like the crystal starting to part upon like footsteps being heard within the cave structure. And very slowly you can see Klaytor starting to come out of those crystals, seeming to be surprised when he sees all of you here.
Mithy's not with you.
No, we remembered our way here. We can help you now.
You didn't bring anyone, did you? I told you not to bring anyone here.
No, we didn't. We didn't bring anybody here.
I learned how to teleport.
And we found a way to cure you ourselves without needing any extra help.
How?
My spark has been upgraded. I think my spark might be able to get rid of your problem.
You see him kind of look to you, and there's almost like a sort of like, I guess, sadness in his eyes.
What happened to you?
Well, as I told you, my spark upgraded. I can heal people with my spark.
Yes, but what happened to you? For that to happen.
He was intentionally dodging the question.
Yeah.
Oh, well, usually,
You should really let him show you first.
There is something wrong with that body you're in.
You're not wrong about that. I was killed by Alia, and she switched me over to this body by force.
I am sorry.
Well, I'll figure that out, but my top priority right now is helping you, Lord Klaytor, if you will allow me.
Sure.
He will get down on one knee, he will bow to Klaytor, and then he will extend his wings to wrap Klaytor in his wings. And then once again, that healing aura appears within his wings, and he attempts to use his spark on Klaytor.
There's a very big burst of radiant energy, even more than when you did it with Estel, that kind of like radiates out from your wings as you wrap them around him. And you see him almost like bow his head for a moment. And as you slowly pull away, you see that the scar that was in the center of his stomach, it's matching more of his skin tone. Like, it's still there, but it's not like that weird purplish color that it was before. It seems like the scar may still be there, but like it's healed.
Oh.
And you see him kind of stand up and almost like open and close his fists a few times. And as he does so, you can feel like the earth rumble underneath you.
Thank you.
Of course, Lord Klaytor, and thank you for lending me your powers all these years.
I grant them to whoever asks.
If it's not too selfish of me to ask you a favor, Lord Klaytor, this world is about to face a grave conflict, the likes of which the world has never seen before. It seems as if Lemony, he might be trying to destroy this world, and I need your help now more than ever. If there's anything you can do to help me become stronger, if there's anything you can do to help me protect this world, I would greatly appreciate it.
I will have to figure out what is acceptable for me to do.
Understood.
The balance has to be protected. Stepping outside of one's own guidelines is what leads to destruction.
I see. I understand. Thank you for your time.
And thank you for healing me.
Of course. I'm glad to be of help.
Way to go, Yaya!
Yeah, Avayath lightens up a little bit and he's like, thank you. I'm glad this seemed to go smoothly.
Be safe. And be on the lookout for anything. We wouldn't want something like that to happen again.
I'm sure there are a lot of things I need to catch up on.
Yeah.
Well, what are you gonna do now? You can't just walk out of here, can you?
Not walk out, no.
But you see, as he is saying that almost, he like in front of you starts to like appear to start becoming stone and almost like meld into the ground. And he's gone.
I hope you can hear my prayers. Talk to me if you ever need me.
Low-key pissed because Avayath never calls me Lord. What the hell?
Well, be his god then.
Theo will go up and pats Avayath's shoulder and is like, "You did really well, Avayath. I'm proud of you."
Thank you. It feels great to be able to resolve that.
Yeah, you really are a hero.
You sure are.
Well, I mean, anyone in my position would have done that, but thank you. It almost feels a bit too easy.
Don't say that.
Don't say
Don't
that.
fucking say that, Avayath. Why the hell would you say that?
I'm not trying to jinx it, I'm just saying. Never mind.
When I worried sick over this exact thing. God damn it.
Not like something's gonna happen just because I said that.
Stop. I'll hurt you.
I'll stop.
Listen.
No offense, Yaya, but I feel like if you say it, then it has to happen.
Oh, is that how that works?
That shoe.
Yeah, I noticed.
Yeah, the person who probably injured Klaytor, the way that they did based on that, how he told us about his wound and whatnot, is related to that shoemaker.
Oh, huh.
So I had great concern seeing that here. 'Cause I don't know how, I knew in one world they certainly were close. I don't know how close they are in this one, but I didn't want to chance it.
But when Klaytor got hurt, wasn't it because of that person was a chosen one? They're not a chosen one anymore.
No, they were a fallen one. But yeah, regardless, we don't know how strong their spark still is.
Wow, I really did jinx it, huh?
I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure it's just a coincidence that they're here. Regardless, we can head back.
Alright.
Should we let Miffy know?
I was about to say, speaking of sparks,
Yeah, that's right.
it would be unfortunate to, for him to take his usual trip and then no one to be here.
Yeah, that would probably scare the hell out of him. We should, pile back in the boat and, go find ourselves Miffy.
Yeah.
As you guys start to make your way out of the cave, you get back into the boat and you continue on your path outside to exit and go regroup with Miffy. And as you do so, you see almost like in the entrance of the cave, it takes you a second because it doesn't seem like someone is standing there. It looks almost like the ground beneath it. Like it's starting to form from like this black dust that's been kind of like stirred up on the ground. And you see forming slowly from this dust, it looks like a person standing in front of you. Which I think everyone except Theo, honestly, would recognize at this point. You see Ramona standing in the entrance of the cave.
You're the jobber killer!
Ramona.
Huh?
And she looks to you when you say that, Shui, and almost like tips her hat to you. Well, I've just been hearing a lot about the people who came back from the dead, and I figured I might come and meet you.
Pleasure to meet you.
I think maybe we should have a talk. You see, as she says that, she starts to like roll up her sleeves, and she like looks to you, Brandy, and is like, "Nice brands. I've got some of my own." And you see her arms are just completely lit up with brands.
Oh boy. So I've heard. I would love to have a conversation with you. I don't want to hurt you.
That's not what I'm here to talk about.
What do you want to talk about?
I want to kill the king.
Hi, Sparks. Thanks for watching the newest episode of Chosen Ones. It's been a while since we've asked, but if you've listened to at least 3 episodes of our show on Spotify, we'd really appreciate you leaving us a rating. This helps others find the show, even outside of YouTube. You can also leave reviews on Apple Podcasts and Podchaser. We really appreciate anyone who has done so already. And make sure to like this episode, leave a comment, and subscribe if you haven't too. A big thank you to our high chair patrons, Klaytor, Edan, Alyx, Solana, Homunculus, Derelictus, EpiAureum, Keilan, Bubby, Z.Gutz, and Mr. Bakudan. Hey, wait a minute. How do I know these names? Who are these people? Am I being controlled? Is someone watching me? Hey, let me out of here. Let me out of here. No, don't do it. Please don't do it. Ah! Well. Looks like our friend Shui here has finally started asking the right questions, huh? Except the right questions are now the wrong questions because something very particular is going to happen to him unless you, watching this video, leave a like and comment on this episode. You wouldn't want anything bad to happen to Shui, would you? Oh, and while you're at it, why don't you join the Discord and leave a message saying something like, Zen is supreme in the spoiler chat channel. If at least 10 people say it, then you might get a really nice surprise. Oh my god, I'm excited! Remember, you may be watching me, but I've got my eyes on you, and you. Bye for now, fellow Sparks. Zen be normal challenge failed. Okay, bye.
That's not what I'm here to talk about.
What do you want to talk about?
I want to kill the king. And we're going to end the session there.
Yeah!
Yeah, okay. Hop in.
Fuck you, Cassie,
What?
for scaring me.
You don't know her backstory in this timeline.